Hi guys, welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. Today I am going to show you how I made this watermelon door swag. In the description box below, I will leave you a materials list. You are going to need 2 of the ribbon wreath forms from Dollar Tree, and they are metal. You will also need some zip ties. And these are just zip ties from Harbor Freight. And you're also going to need some 10-inch deco mesh. And there's 10 yards on each roll, and you will need 2 rolls, and I picked them up at Hobby Lobby. You're going to need some ribbon, and the 2 rolls on the left are from Dollar General, and the 2 rolls on the right are from Hobby Lobby. You will need your scissors, some wire cutters, your hot glue gun and glue sticks, some pipe cleaners, and I think that's about it to get started. First you are going to, almost forgot, you're going to need a sign too. Now I did not use this cute watermelon sign from Dollar Tree, but I have another DIY coming up where I did use it. I chose the one that I picked up at Dollar General. It just seemed to work out better with the size of the door swag, so this is the one I chose, and it is from Dollar General, and it was only $1, so you can screenshot the barcode if you would like. First, you're going to take your ribbon wreath forms and overlap them. Just line them up, and you're going to want to take a zip tie and zip tie the 2 frames together. You could spray paint the frames if you wanted to. I had planned to use 2 zip ties, but it seemed to hold just fine and not move with using only 1. Okay, so this is how it looks when they're wired together or zip tied together. So it makes a pretty long door swag. Next, you're going to take your 10-inch deco mesh and just kind of gather it in your hand, and you're going to zip tie the deco mesh onto your frame. So just take a small zip tie and kind of go to the wire crossbar on the ribbon wreath form and just zip tie the deco mesh to it. Make sure you get the zip tie nice and tight, and then trim off the extra part of the zip tie, and then take the end and you can tuck it to the back of your frame. And you'll want to take some pipe cleaners and cut them in thirds. I am going to be using the Poof method for this swag, so you just take your hand, slide it down your deco mesh, try to make the outer edges roll inward, and you're going to make about a 10-inch poof. Then take one of your zip ties, or one of your zip ties that you cut in thirds. We're going to be using the middle bar only, and take your pipe cleaner, wrap it around the deco mesh and that middle wire, then go to the back and give the pipe cleaner a few twists and fold it down. So 10-inch poofs. So after you make your poof, you're just going to continue the same steps. Slide your hand down the deco mesh about 10 inches, make your poof, grab a pipe cleaner, take it and use that middle wire and secure the deco mesh to that middle wire, and just give the pipe cleaner a twist and fold it down. So try to make your poofs about the same size each time. It doesn't have to be perfect, but try to make it as close as possible. Some people like to call them poofs, some like to call them puffs, whatever you like to call it. Just try to make them the same size each time, all the way around the swag. Just remember, if you're buying your 10-inch deco mesh at Hobby Lobby, lots of times they run it 50% off, or make sure if it's not on sale to use your 40% off coupon. And this is the 10-inch, and it has 10 yards on each roll, and it takes about a roll and a half. Just remember, after you make your poof and you get it attached to the wire wreath form, push your poofs forward because you want your wreath to be nice and full and fluffy. And I made mine pretty full. I didn't count per section how many poofs I did. I just tried to make it where it was nice and full and fluffy. Now remember, you will be adding a couple bows and a sign, so it doesn't have to be like super full if you don't want it to be. When you're making your poofs, try to make sure that your hand, when it slides down the deco mesh, that it's rolling the outer edges inward. And then always remember to fluff your poofs so that it's nice and full. Same steps all the way around. See, I just kind of kept going diagonal. And I think I'm going to play some music for you. Same steps all the way around, 10-inch poofs, and I used one roll and about half of the second roll on this door swag. I would like to mention thank you to Tamika and Darlene for suggesting me to make this watermelon wreath. So thank you all that participated in the little poll and gave me suggestions. I had lots of other requests and I'm going to try to make as many of them as I can. So thank you guys that always comment and write when I post on the community page. I really appreciate y'all's advice and y'all are so sweet. To make your bow, you're going to want to stack your ribbons on top of each other. Make sure you leave a tail. Mine is probably about 12 inches. And you're going to make your first loop, pinch it tightly in your left hand, go the other side, give it a twist. Sometimes when you have a design, you have to twist the ribbon to keep the design on top. Try to make the loops about the same size each time. Try to keep your ribbon in the same order as when you started. So make another loop. Try to check and make sure it's about the same size as your first loop. Let out more ribbon. And I'm just making a double bow, and this bow is pretty big because the green ribbon is 1.5 inch width and it has wire in it, and the other two are 2.5 inch width ribbon with wire. Remember, after you get the bow the size you want, then let out a tail and cut off your ribbon, and you'll want to have either some floral stem wire or a pipe cleaner close by. And I'm going to be using 20 gauge floral stem wire on this double bow. And you can pick up floral stem wire at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Walmart, Dollar Tree, places like that. So just take the floral stem wire and wrap it tightly around the center of your bow and give it a few twists and leave your wires long because we're going to be using the long wires to attach the bow to the door swag. To dovetail the ends, take your ribbon, fold it in half with your edges to the left side, go to the folded side and cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V on the ends. Dovetailing the ends kind of dresses up your bow a little bit, so make sure that you dovetail all the tails, and then you're ready to fluff the loops on your bow. To attach your bow, you're just going to take the wires and you're going to find the wires on your ribbon wreath form and try to wrap the wires around like the center bar or wire of the ribbon wreath form, and just give the wires a few twists. And you'll see in just a second, I usually have to flip it over to twist my wires. So just give the wires a few twists. Now don't pull the wires too tight because you don't want to suck down your bow too much into the wreath. So leave it a little bit loose and then fold your wires down. You can trim off the extra part of the wires if you want to. And then that's how it looks. And then here I just hot glued some pipe cleaners onto the back of my sign. I decided my door swag needed 2 bows, so I'm tying a smaller bow for the bottom. And this is the 1.5 inch width ribbon with wire, and this ribbon came from Hobby Lobby. And just make sure you use your coupon or go when they have ribbon on sale for 50% off. I bought everything, I think it was last week when everything was half price, so just kind of watch and check and try to buy on sale when you can. And I did a triple loop bow for this one because it wasn't too wide, so I went ahead and did 3 loops on the left, 3 loops on the right. Make sure you let out tails. I kind of like tails to hang down on the bottom of my door swag. And then I used a pipe cleaner on this one to wrap tightly around the center of the bow, so you can use floral stem wire or a pipe cleaner to secure the center of your bow. Just make sure you get the wire or pipe cleaner tight around the center of the bow, and then don't forget to dovetail the ends. And then you'll want to go back and fluff the loops on your bow. I hot glued 2 pipe cleaners to the back of my sign so that I could attach it to the door swag. So just be very careful when you're using your hot glue gun. Next, you're just going to take the pipe cleaners and you're going to kind of look through the deco mesh, through the poofs, find the wire wreath form, find a spot where that you can secure the pipe cleaners tightly. I kind of placed my sign in the middle of the door swag. So you can use whatever sign you would like. You can make this for any season, any holiday, any colors you like, but I just decided that this one's perfect for summertime. Now I am attaching the smaller bow to the bottom, so I'm just looking for a spot through the deco mesh where that I can wire the bow onto the wreath form. Just remember, after you get everything wired on, go back and fluff your loops on your bow. Make sure and fluff your deco mesh. Now you can add more decorations. You could add flowers, more ribbon, whatever you would like. I just kept mine simple. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share this video. And also, please leave me a comment. I would love to know what your favorite fruit is.